25 tricky puzzles for clever minds. Can you spot the answer before time runs out? Watch every detail, think quickly, and play fair. We've hidden some Easter eggs in this episode. Spot them, comment your answers, and your comment could appear in one of our next videos. And here are our winners. Let the quiz begin. Puzzle 1. Which one of these parade marshals is fake? Take a careful look at the whole parade line. The most nervous person is not always the answer. Compare the uniform details on each marshal. Think about what looks a little different here. The correct answer is B. The real marshals wear a sash with the official star emblem, but B's sash is a plain different style with no emblem, so he is wearing a fake uniform. Puzzle 2. Which of the three is the real grill master? Look at each cook calmly and don't choose by clothing. The flashiest apron means nothing here. Pay attention to how they hold their tools. Think about who is actually cooking well. The correct answer is A. He holds the tongs in a proper confident grip and his burgers are evenly cooked, which only a real cook would manage. Puzzle 3. Which of these 5 is his cousin? Look at the boy on the side and compare him to the others. Matching clothes don't make people relatives. Look for a shared family trait, not random coincidences. Compare their faces calmly and don't rush. The correct answer is C. He has the exact same reddish cowlick and freckles in the same spot as the boy, which is a real family trait. Puzzle 4. Which guest spilled the lemonade? Look around the whole puddle and don't rush. The one turning away isn't always guilty. Look for a trail that leads to one person. Compare their shoes and the ground. The correct answer is D. A trail of yellow sticky footprints leads from the puddle to his shoes, so he stepped in the lemonade and tracked it as he walked away. Puzzle 5. Whose sunglasses are these on the railing? Look at each person near the railing. The one searching isn't always the owner. Pay attention to the colours and patterns on their clothes. Think about whose look these sunglasses match. The correct answer is B. The teal star pattern of the sunglasses matches B's hat and shorts, and he is squinting in the sun without them, so they belong to him. Puzzle 6. Which zone hides the real flag? Look over the whole square calmly. It's full of decorations. There's a lot of red, white, and blue, but not all of it is a flag. Look for the one real small flag. Compare the details in each zone. The correct answer is C. A real small American flag with proper stars and stripes is tucked among the souvenirs on the cart, while the other zones are just decorations. Puzzle 7. Which of these figures is actually a living person? Look at each figure very carefully. A dramatic pose doesn't make a figure alive. Look for signs of a real body, not the pose. Compare the skin and faces of all 6. The correct answer is F. He has a bead of sweat on his forehead and a warm living blush that a wax figure wouldn't have, so he is the real person. Puzzle 8. Which guest has the fake medal? Look at the medals of all 5 guests. The one bragging isn't necessarily cheating. Notice how the medals reflect the light. Compare the metal shine on each. The correct answer is E. Under the same lights, the real medals shine brightly, but E's medal is dull and reflects nothing, so it is a fake. Puzzle 9. Which contestant will win the pie eating contest? Look at each contestant before the start. The biggest one doesn't always win. Notice who is properly ready for the contest. Compare their poses and focus. The correct answer is A. He's in the proper experienced eater's stance, sleeves rolled up, hands behind his back, leaning in and fully focused. Puzzle 10. Which of the technicians is fake? Look over the whole site and all the technicians. The one with the clipboard isn't necessarily a fake. Notice how they hold their tools. Compare each worker's grip. The correct answer is D. He holds the long lighter backwards, working end toward himself and handle toward the tube, the way only someone untrained would. Puzzle 11. Which of the 3 girls is his sister? Look at the boy at the railing and the 3 girls. A matching shirt doesn't make them family. Look for a shared family habit or gesture. Compare their movements calmly. The correct answer is B. She adjusts her glasses with the same distinctive 2-finger gesture as the boy, which is their shared family habit. Puzzle 12. Which customer stole the holiday pie? Look around the whole diner. not just at faces. A stain on someone's clothes doesn't prove guilt. Look for an object a normal guest wouldn't have. Check under the tables and near everyone's feet. The correct answer is A. He's hiding a pie carrier box with a whole pie under his table, something a normal customer wouldn't have, matching the missing pie. Puzzle 13. Whose cap is this left on the seat? Look at all the fans near the seat. A second cap in someone's hands proves nothing. Look for the marks of a recently removed cap. Compare the fans' hair and foreheads. The correct answer is C. He has ring-flattened hair and a pale tan line on his forehead from a cap, but isn't wearing one, so the left cap is his. Puzzle 14. Which of the 4 paths is actually safe? Look at all 4 paths calmly. The brightest, widest road isn't always the safest. See where the sparks fall and how the shadows lie. Compare the paths by their lighting. The correct answer is C. Its shadows fall evenly from a safe lantern and the sparks land away from it, so it's the only path outside the falling spark zone. Puzzle 15. Which of the 3 actually swam in the lake? Look at each one calmly and don't rush. A towel and a shiver don't prove someone swam. Look for real signs of water on the body and underfoot. Compare all 3 for wet hair and skin. The correct answer is B. He has wet hair, droplets, goosebumps, and a wet trail on the boards, the real signs of having just swum. Puzzle 16. Which seller has the fake coin? Look at the coins of all 6 sellers. The loudest one isn't necessarily the cheat. Notice how the coins shine in the sun. Compare the reflection on each one. The correct answer is F. In the same sunlight, the real coins gleam, but F's coin is dull and reflects nothing, so it is a fake. Puzzle 17. Which hot dog vendor is actually fake? Look at all 3 carts and their gear. A messy apron doesn't make someone a fake. Look for an object that doesn't belong to hot dog vending. Compare each vendor's tools. The correct answer is C. He has an object from a completely different trade that a hot dog vendor wouldn't have, so he is only pretending to be a vendor. Puzzle 18. Whose decorated bicycle is at the curb? Look at the whole street, not just who's near the bike. Standing close doesn't make someone the owner. Look in the background for a detail linking the bike to a house. Check the open garages and yards. The correct answer is D. His open garage has the same red, white and blue streamers and an empty stand sized for this exact bike, tying it to his house. Puzzle 19. Which guest melted the popsicles? Look at the whole pool and all the guests. Sunbathing near the box doesn't always mean guilt. Look for signs of melting and stickiness. Compare each one's popsicle. The correct answer is E. His popsicle is melted and dripping with sticky streaks on his hand and chair, so he's the one who left the box open in the sun. Puzzle 20. Which camper is actually the park ranger? Look over the whole camp and each person. Lots of gear doesn't make someone a ranger. Look for an official uniform detail among casual clothes. Compare each one's badges and equipment. Did you spot the answer? Write your own pick in the comments below and tell us which one you chose. Puzzle 21. Which zone is the real puppy hiding in? Look over all the belongings on the hill calmly. A plush dog isn't a living puppy. Look for extra parts that don't belong to toys. Compare where the count doesn't add up. The correct answer is E. 2 real ears and a tail tip poke out from under the blanket, which toys wouldn't have, so the real puppy is hiding there. Puzzle 22. Find the 4 differences between the 2 holiday scenes. Compare the 2 pictures part by part. Don't rush. There are many festive details, so look closely. Check the balloons, the table, the flags, and the objects. There are exactly 4 differences to find. The correct answer is the 4 differences. One balloon is a different colour. A burger has a flag toothpick, the tablecloth has an extra star, and the grill tongs are missing on one side. Puzzle 23. Which of these arrestees is actually the prisoner? Look at all 4 near the stockade calmly. The one acting the most miserable isn't always the real prisoner. Look for who has a real, even if hidden, restraint. Compare their wrists and hands. The correct answer is D. He has a hidden rope loop running to the frame under his sleeve, so he's the only one truly tied, while the others are just posing. Puzzle 24. Which performer on the stage is not real? Look at all the performers and the stage around them. The shiniest costume doesn't make someone fake. Notice which way each one's shadow falls. Compare the shadow directions on the stage. The correct answer is B. The spotlights come from one side, so all the real shadows fall the same way. But B's shadow points the opposite way, so he is a light projection, not a real person. Puzzle 25. Which contestant cannot escape the game? Look at all four around the booth calmly. The one struggling the hardest isn't necessarily stuck. Look for whose prop latch is actually locked. Compare each contestant's cuffs. The correct answer is C. His toy cuff has a closed padlock while the other's latches are open, so he's the one who can't get out. There are hidden Easter eggs in this episode. Find them, leave your answers in the comments, and you might be featured in one of our next videos. You've reached the end of all puzzles. Did you manage to solve every single one? Share your score in the comments and tell us which challenge made you think the hardest. And if you want more fun riddles and brain challenges, hit subscribe and tap the bell so you don't miss the next video.